opponents just had non-stop gas. They really should get that checked out. Hello everybody, how's it going? Gonna do another Strixhaven best of 3 draft, so excited to get into it here. Alright, looks like we're good to go. If everyone clicks ready, that is. There we go. Okay, sweet. Alright, pack 1, pick 1. We've got Radiant Scroll Wielder. Instant and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile an instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard. You may cast it this turn. Card is strong. It's a commitment in red-white, which is not something I'm always necessarily looking to do. Obviously, we can splash it too, though. If there's any other card on a similar power level in this pack or something else to consider, not really. You know, I do like Prismari Apprentice a fair amount, but nothing really steps into the level of the Radiant Scroll Wielder, so I'm just going to grab that here. Okay, Academic Dispute. This card, I feel like, is a bit undervalued at the moment. Also, Guiding Voice is great. I like to lean towards white-black. Between white-black and white-red, if I want to play white, I like to be a white-black deck. So I guess between these two, I might consider Guiding Voice over the Dispute, even though Dispute is probably maybe a slightly better card. So I'm just going to take the Guiding Voice here, I think, actually. Prismari Apprentice is a nice card to consider as well, but I kind of like taking Learn pretty highly here. So, yeah, it's pretty close between these 4 cards. Heated Debate is a consideration, too. I'll probably just end up taking the Heated Debate, honestly. It's just a better card, I guess, this early, but I wouldn't blame someone for taking Guiding Voice there. That's a really close pick for me. Okay, so we got Lorehold Apprentice. I really don't want to draft red-white again if I don't have to, but if it's available, it's available. Barium Books is a strong card. Professor of Zoomancy is a good card here. Then we see a lesson here as well. Otherwise, it's kind of a weak pack. There's not really much here. There's a campus. So we could kind of just test the waters and see what's going on with blue and take the Barium Books here. I don't hate that. There's not really any cards I'm like missing by doing that. Green is a strange pick here, I guess. Taking the Professor of Zoomancy after taking these 2 cards. So I'm going to take the Barium Books just because we're in that color wedge already. And then we see Academic Dispute again. There's a Mage Duel. And then there's a Dueling Coach. I think Academic Dispute is the pick here. I like this card quite a bit. Any 1-mana Learn card I'm going to take fairly highly here. Here's a Guiding Voice and Enthusiastic Study and Pop Quiz, all these Learn cards. So we could try to see if we're Prismari, or like, I guess there could be the argument for sure that we're going to be red and take Enthusiastic Study. I think that's a decent thought process here. Just like know that we're red and feel out what the other color is. And I do like Enthusiastic Study a fair amount in Prismari. I think it's a little bit better in Lorehold. So yeah, I'm gonna take Enthusiastic Study there. Okay, this is to me, this is a late combat professor. This card is one of the best commons in the format. I really don't think it should be getting past this late. To me, that means white is available. That's a signal for me. I'm gonna grab this. I said I didn't want to be red-white, but again, if it's available, we'll take it. We see Environmental Sciences pick 7 here. We already have a little bit of Learn going on, and the first copy of Environmental Science is super important. I'm not really missing anything else by taking that here. I'm going to take the Environmental Sciences. It does appear that we're going to be a red-white deck. I've yet to see the signals that, you know, blue-green is open, really, so Guiding Voice, that's really late, so I'm going to take this, snatch this up here happily. Being in red-white here, it looks like we have the cards you would want to have for red-white, right? These 1-mana learn cards. Enthusiastic Study, I feel, is a key piece to the deck. Burying Books is just kind of a random speculation card at this point. We don't know if we're going to be in blue at all. So I'm going to take the Illustrious Historian here. Pretty sure we're red. It's a totally, solid 2-drop. Good filler. Good early, quote-unquote good. Has some application late with its activated ability here too. So I hope we just get past more Combat Professors. Probably my most drafted common of this of this format. Wow, another Guiding Voice? Really? All right. Don't mind if I do. So we can start prioritizing lessons. We've got quite a bit of learn going on here. I think we take the Campus here. The Apprentice is okay. Probably just take the Campus. I don't know. It feels fairly close to me. Let's just take the Campus. 2-drop is fine, but the Magecraft on it is weird because, like, I don't know. It's... I guess it's awkward. It's like you need to to have application. It feels like a really niche circumstance for it to work out well. Expel's totally fine. We'll grab one. Another Guiding Voice. Okay. Lorehold Excavation. I don't think this card's great. I don't think that's the version of red-white you want to be, is the slower, like, grindier version. I'm not positive on that. My preference is to be more assertive and aggressive. So Silver Quill Command is something worth considering splashing for. I don't think we're going to splash Burying Books. The Order is obviously very good. We do already have that copy of Environmental Sciences, so this splash is fairly simple for us. I do think I'm going to grab that here. The Order is really, really nice. I like this card quite a bit. But I think the Silver Quill Command just edges out here a little bit, so I'm going to grab that here. Alrighty. Not a lot going on in this pack. Rise of Exodus is totally fine. If we're like a fairly aggressive deck, it's a little bit steep, but it's a powerful spell, and I don't mind having one here. Not really seeing much else. I don't think we want to splash for the Laureate there. So I'm going to take the Rise here. Okay, Illuminate History. Discard any number of cards and draw that many cards. If there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard. I mean, it is a lesson. We've got Quintorius here too. We don't have any spirits yet. Just because of how much learn we have, I feel like I'm supposed to take this lesson here, even though it's fairly like narrow. I guess I haven't even actually played this one yet, this lesson, so I kind of want to try it out. I am going to grab it here. Do we have an Intro to Annihilation? We don't, so I think we take that here, again, because of all this learn we have. Not much else going on here anyway, so I'll take that here for the sideboard. Okay, another Heated Debate is pretty sweet here. I'll gladly snatch this up here. All right, so what else do we have here? We got another Enthusiastic Study. There's Humiliate. There's Rip Apart. I think we take Rip Apart here. It's just good removal. I also want the Enthusiastic Study, but I think between all these cards here, we'll take a Rip Apart. Again, it just feels like red-white is open. Like, I'm forced to draft it, and I'm forced to figure out how to play it, and I feel like I want to be the assertive version. So in this format, I think you are just supposed to draft what's open. This is what's open right now. Everyone is fighting over Teamer stuff. From what I can tell, this is my second draft video this week. Same thing is happening here. That's all right. Not complaining. We're going to figure it out. We'll get a trophy with it. By golly. Alrighty. Another Guiding Voice. I take another Guiding Voice here. We really want some more lessons, if we can help it. A second copy of environmental sciences isn't super exciting, but we have so much learn that it might not hurt to have a second copy here over like the campus or whatever else. So I'm gonna grab it reluctantly, I suppose. There's another campus. Sudden breakthrough is a combat trick. There's thrill of possibility. I guess it's just the campus here. The sudden breakthrough is okay. Not much going on in this pack. I guess we could have taken the uncommon for the Volt Progress. That card is not very good though. Okay. Yep. Not much going on. Hopefully pack 3 is kind to us. Get some nice lessons going on. Definitely getting the learn part down. We're learning a lot, but I'm not sure what we're learning. Haven't tried Access Tunnel in a red-white deck. Enthusiastic Study. Wow, it's crazy how open this is. We're just kind of missing the creatures and the lessons part. But we're at the luck of the draw, so to speak, in terms of the cards. Pillar Drop Rescuer is actually better than it looks. We might not end up in the most aggressive version of this deck we want to. I do think I am just going to take that here. We're pretty solidified in this deck, and there's not a lot we can do to change it. It's pack 3, so we'll take this 5-drop here. Put these lands over here to make some more room. Okay, there's an Expel. We're really hurting for some lessons here. Some lessons and some creatures. Oof. Could just take the Prismari command and speculate on splashing blue, possibly. I don't think there's much harm in doing that here. Silver Quill command is great, but we're not like we're not getting a whole lot else going on here with that black, and this is a pretty good card, so we'll grab it here. Okay, Study Break. Where are we at for creatures right now? 5 creatures. Wow. This is a really tough draft. I'm scared to see how this goes. I think we just need a 2-drop here. I'm going to grab the Historian. We just need creatures. Orator. Okay, thank God. I'm just going to grab the Orator here. Definitely not taking any more spells here. Summoning is also really needed, but I think the creature is more needed than the summoning at this point. So I'm going to take Orator. Start from scratch is a playable lesson. So is the summoning. I think we might just take the summoning for the sideboard. It's red, which works fine in our deck. And it's a creature, so it kind of fills both of our voids there. So effectively we have 8 creatures with that one in the sideboard. Okay, Killian. If we stick with our black splash, we could just, this could help up our creature count here. Probably going to take that. Intro to Prophecy is decent here too. Splashing Killian though is kind of awkward. It's like you end up playing it later in the game, but it might just be okay. Otherwise we could just take the Spirit Warrior. I think we're going to take the Killian. It's a little bit awkward, but there might be some games where we'll be able to get it out, you know, turn 3 maybe. Turn 4, just not terrible. So again, lessons and creatures, that's what we're looking for at the moment. Okay, well, this is a lesson and a creature, the summoning. I do think I take that here. I do think that fits well into what we're doing. With so much learn, we might as well. So we're at technically 10 creatures now, so it looks like we might be fine. Pilgrim of the Ages is totally a fine card here. Humiliate off the splash. I don't know if that is really super on plan for us. I'm gonna take the Pilgrim here. I think it's just fine. Make your mark is fine. I don't think it's gonna end up getting played though. Okay, anything else that we can play? I don't think we want to play 3 campuses. There's practical research here. Study Break or Intro to Annihilation. We have an Intro to Annihilation, don't we? Yes, we do. So I guess we take Study Break here. Enthusiastic Study number 3. Wow. All right. We are book smart with this deck. We are studying really, really hard. This will be interesting to figure out how to build this. I do think we don't splash the blue here. I don't... Yeah, the blue splash doesn't really give us much that we need, I would say. Playing 2 Pillar Drop Rescuers isn't the worst. So I think it is just a white-red deck splashing black for Killian and the Silver Quill Command. The Killian splash is a little bit... I don't know. I'm curious to try it out. We do have 2 copies of Sciences. How many lessons did we end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lessons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lessons. 4, 5, 6, 9 learn cards. That's something else. So maybe this deck just functions better off of the Enthusiastic Studies than it does the Study Break. This will be an experiment. We'll see how good these Enthusiastic Studies are. And right now we're running 7 learn spells and 5 lessons, which is not the worst, I guess, to run like that. And we have 10 creatures. 2 of our lessons are creatures in the sideboard. So we effectively have 12 creatures. And I think we just run 1 swamp here. We cut 2. So more white than red. 7, 13, 14. 2 white and a red. 14, 15. All right, this is our deck. I'm really curious to see how this goes. All right, that's a hand. That is a hand. They mold the 6. Let's start it off. Trying to decide if I want to lead out with Historian. I guess we'll see what they play here. I kind of like leading out with Historian because eventually we get to Combat Professor and start flying over. I know it's a little scary against red-blue. Probably just enabling an attack here for them with shock or something. Maybe not. It's okay. I suppose to playing around getting 2 for 1, we could Guiding Voice our Historian. Okay, they have Reject. That's fine. Now we see if we can fade Shock, which we did. What do you want to grab here? Turn 4, we're going to go Combat Professor. Maybe we could just get the Summoning. I know we could get the Swamp here, but we're not hurting on lands. And yeah, I like the Summoning here. We'll pass. Next turn we can get in for 4 in the air if they don't have interaction. Okay, they get in. I like the Mentor's Guidance a good amount. Scry 2, draw 2 for 3 is quite good. If your deck's set up for it, it is quite solid. Alright, so they do get in here. We're going to clearly go Combat Professor. And get in for 4 in the air. Yep. Heated Debate. Well, I guess this feels like a heated debate turn, doesn't it? So campus, heated debate, it gets around ward. I mean, otherwise our option is to attack with both, but then they just trade with our combat professor. We don't really want to do that when we can avoid it, so. And this gets a lot of damage in, so. That is a good card. It's a very good card. But we just have a lot of pressure going on here. Here's hoping they don't have a way to deal with Professor. All right, summoning. See if we draw one of our enthusiastic studies or something. I don't even know if we're going to need it here. They're at 4. We have evasive threats. So far, deck has felt pretty good. Yep. All right, we got there. All right, let's take a look at their cards that we did see them play. Curate and Reject. I've been seeing a lot of people play Reject. I think it's fine. I guess it's fine and limited. Maybe I should be giving it more consideration. It's just not a card I'm ever excited to play personally. But anyway, regardless, Curate, Mentor's Guidance. What we did see, they didn't... I mean, they did have some scary cards here with the Expressionist and the Rutha and everything, but maybe they're big spells and we just want to take over the early game. Not sure if there's anything else that we would want to change. Perhaps maybe a Study Break could be powerful here in this matchup. And we could cut like a Rescuer and just make it a little bit more aggro focused, because it seems like we're kind of taking over the game in the early part of the game. So okay, Killian's kind of interesting in this spot here, but I mean, I guess Killian, even just with counters and stuff, even off the splash, seems like pretty good. And this hand obviously seems pretty good here too. Let's see if opponent's going to keep their hand. Both of our splash cards here in this hand. Okay, let's get a Historian on the field. Reject. Is it exiled? Okay, that's relevant. That is relevant. So we might have an awkward hand here. You know, if we get stuck on lands and we have a lot to learn that, you know, all those guiding voices, that's a great draw. Hopefully they don't have another reject. Okay. For a second I was like, come on! Let us play Magic, please! Yep, okay. But yeah, I think, you know, making your lands drops is super important in this format, and I you know, thought like, oh, Pilgrim of the Ages doesn't want to be in an aggressive deck or whatever. I feel like it's just good. I've just come to the decision that, or a conclusion that it's good in any white deck because it's another card that helps you get lands when you need them, and that's super important in this format. So I like Pilgrim of the Ages quite a bit. All right, I'll see what opponent's doing, what they're thinking about over there. A Radiant Scroll Wielder is going to be a nice threat next turn, if nothing else. Wow, they're really in the tank here. draw spell. Interesting. And we get the scry and treasures. That does not seem great for them. Let's go bottom. Do we want Guiding Voice here? I don't think so. Just go bottom, bottom. I guess... Oh yeah, with the treasures, we don't even care about Guiding Voice, because now we can do Killian and all this stuff. Alright, so we technically have 6 mana available. We could go Killian and Radiant Scroll Wielder. I kind of like that, honestly. Or Killian... Yeah, that's just good. So jam, Killian Scroll Wielder, I think. I'm sure we don't get the treasure for a Silver Quill command later, but this is putting a lot of threats on the board. I really don't think that this card was great for them. I mean, I guess they get to draw some cards, but it was a really big, big upside for us. Oh, they must have been land screwed. I feel bad for them. All right, so we're 1-0 so far. Moving on to the next round. Deck has felt pretty good. Small sample size. One land screwed opponent. So we'll see how we fare in the next rounds. They must have kept a borderline hand or something, like they had Reject and Curate, and they just got really land screwed. So feel bad for Oppo there, but them's the breaks sometimes. Yes, we will play first. Wow, all air, no creatures. I can't in any good conscience keep this hand here. We need some creature to play. Wow, this is going to be rough. Hopefully we draw something relevant in the early game here. We do have perfect lands, though. A lot of air so far. Sultai, interesting. Alright, well, we're not missing land drops. At least we can play a 5-drop 2/2 flyer. It's something. Turn 5, 2/2 flyer. Oof. All that open mana, though. Alright, well, let's make this transaction. What do you have? Do you have a draw spell? Do you have a counter spell? Okay. Eureka moment. Okay. Well, it feels nice to have Rise of Exodus if one of their deck's main plan is like a Bookworm or something. This is the perfect answer for that. So is Expel, which we have in our deck. So as far as I can tell with Lorehold, there is a pretty aggressive deck, but like, you know, you want a good amount of creatures and you want the enthusiastic studies and guiding voices and stuff like that. Just ways to push damage and make your creatures larger. And that, you know, as I continue to play it, as it's open and I'm forced to play it, I'll probably figure out the nuances of it a little bit more. So yeah, let's just attack. I'm scared about their 5-6 open mana right now. Not really sure what. Okay, variant books. Sure. I guess let's just go Fuming Effigy and Guiding Voice if that resolves. They have a counter spell too, because that would be peachy. Okay, it's worth a shot. What you got? You have bounce. They've got something. Yeah, bounce. Divide by 0. So yeah, that sucks. But I mean, I guess they're using spells. We had a real clunky start, so not great for us. Summoning, sure. I think we just play what they know we have, as opposed to the mana efficient play, which is the other rescuer in our hand. And obviously it can block the 4/4 if we need it to. Are they at Bookworm mana yet? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. They were. Cultivate. Doing a lot of ramp over there, Oppo. You're scaring me a little. Yep. Alright, guess we just play Rescuer. A lot of choices here. Oh my gosh. Sure. These Rescuers are kind of not... I feel like maybe there's something I can play over the second Rescuer. It feels a little bit weird. Like we're definitely missing 2-drops in this deck with all these enthusiastic studies and stuff. I'm going to play this into open mana. Okay. Another berry. It's definitely annoying. Yep. 4. See if they've got that Bookworm yet. Rise. Okay, what are you gonna get? What are you gonna grab? Oof. A big summoning, eh? This is not looking good. This is not looking good. I guess we'll play it out just to get more information. We might as well... Well, heated debate can't be countered, so I guess we just pass. I guess if we did it now, it plays around maybe a pump spell or something. I don't know. We kind of had a weird combination of cards here. Alright, they're going to play an enormous fractal. And I'm going to be terrified. But if we draw a land, we can just rise it. Oh, we're not drawing a land next turn. We know we're drawing the Rescuer, but eventually we could draw a land. Yeah. Yep. Alright, so we play Rescuer and chump and hope to draw a land. That's what it's become. Hope to fade a removal spell or a bounce spell. I don't think we will. Yeah. Okay, rough start. Rough start. Double Rescuer feels pretty bad. I kind of almost wonder if... I don't know. Like, I'm supposed to main deck Inkling Summoning or something. How many creatures do we have? We have 10 main? It's like fairly borderline. Maybe we just drew poorly. Maybe we just drew poorly. I guess the summoning, these summonings aren't great against, you know, the Barium books that they had going on. So unfortunately, I think we just have to, you know, keep what we had and run it back. I don't think there's a lot of options we have for sideboarding here. It's not a great match. We just hope we get an explosive start, basically, because they want to get to the mid and late game to beat us here. And our deck's probably not as aggressive as we want it to be. But yeah, let's run it back and hope to draw a little bit better. Bit nice if we had a 2-drop. Let's keep it. See if we draw a 2-drop. We at least have Dispute, which doesn't need to be played on our own creature. I guess Guiding Voice, now that I think about it, is awkward in our deck because our creature count isn't like as high as we want it to be, right? Like Guiding Voice really shines with like 1-drops and stuff, and we kind of just don't have that. But here's oh, that's probably what I would end up picking, but yeah, got freaked out there for a second because I did not mean to click immediately. That was a misclick, but I think in retrospect we would have taken that. here with 2 lands in our hand. And we still have Dispute to fire off. We can at least cycle it by playing it on our own creature if they don't do anything. I was going to say they might Field Trip or something here. So yeah, let's Dispute our own creature while we have something on the board that we can fire off these learn spells with. Their ramping is scary though. Yes, I'm sure. So we got a land Inkling, I think. Yeah. So yeah, we want to do this. The question is, do we want to search? Oh, I know what we do here. Do this. Search of planes. We gotta do it while we can here, right? With the guiding voice. Then we can search the other environmental sciences to get the swamp or whatever. Gotta be scrappy. Gotta be scrappy. You know what I mean? They're over there with like 5 mana. We're like scraping to get our like land drops on time over here. Oh my god. Yeah, kind of have to. They have negate. That's gonna hurt my feelings. Okay, good. Good. This definitely seems like a Bury-in Books, which I guess we could play around by just not attacking. Is that weird? I guess we kind of want to make them have it here. If we don't attack, we know they had, was it 1 or 2 Bury-in Books, and we know they had card draw spell, so it could be either or. Why would they? This has to be Bury-in Books, right? They're not just going to take another 4 damage if they didn't have Bury here. I'm going to not attack. I don't know if that looks really fucking stupid or not. Pardon my French. I don't know if that looks dumb. Or genius. I don't know if that was 4 head or 5 head, but I got scared. They probably, I'm over here overthinking it. They probably had Eureka Moment and Bury-in Books. They probably still have Bury-in Books here. Yeah, we can't really afford to play around it. All right. Bury-in Books me. Divide, sure. I guess we play our Scroll Wielder here. That's what it was. 1 Bury and 1 Divide. I don't know, something. Exile an instant or sorcery at random from your graveyard. You may cast it. That's kind of cool. And instant sorceries also have lifelink. Oh, brutal. Brutal. Oh my god. Why? Why do I have to keep playing against these decks? Why does everyone else get to be green-blue? Why does everyone else get to be green-blue? And I have to play white-red. It makes me sad. I guess we just go summoning Historian. What do they have here? Reject? Memory lapse. Why are you the way that you are, opponent? Why are you the way that you are? Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, this is a brutal matchup here. I just feel like it kind of doesn't matter what I do almost. And that's just an unpleasant feeling. Okay, let's get that off the board. Wait, I don't have to pay it. Why do I have to pay 2? Includes ward ability. What am I missing? I don't have to pay it. For a second, I was like freaking out. I'm like, come on, I don't have to pay it. What are you doing to me? I guess we offer the trade? Kind of just want to offer the trade, right? Okay, they don't take it. Yeah, let's rip apart that. I don't think they have much life gain in their deck. Might be able to scrap our way into a victory here. All I want is a game 3. Can we just have a game 3, please? 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 Yeah, it's just a rough matchup. It is just a rough matchup. Alright, I guess we put a counter on our flyer and hope that they don't have 8 bounce spells left in their deck. Alright. Intro to Annihilation seems important here. Although we do have Rise. So Rise takes care of it. Maybe we don't need intro. I don't think we need intro. If we get rid of that 8/8, then a 4/4 on this board is just going to be totally fine, I think. So I'm going to grab the summoning here. And just hope that we draw a land for Rise. And hope we fade summon out. Oh, look at their deck. Varian Books, Serpentine Curve for like 1,000,000, Memory Lapse. Just a really good deck, so good on Oppo. Do we take 11 damage here? Or do we chump the 8/8? I think we chump. How the turns have tabled for Oppo. Oh, thank God. Alright, so Rise. Anything relevant to exile from their yard? I guess Serpentine Curve could be annoying if they had any recursion. Discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. Then if there are 7 or more cards, you get a 3/2. We do have a lot of cards in our yard right now. I could see us discarding... Oh, I guess the Rescuer gets back our 2-drop. Our hand's pretty good right now. So maybe we just take intro here. Just in case they get, like, a Bookworm or something. Yep. Maybe they'll run out of steam here. Maybe they'll run out of steam eventually. So, heated debate. We'll take care of that. I'm hoping they stop playing threats eventually. Oh, I see. They gain life. Yeah. Oh my God. Seriously? Okay, so we could burn... Oh, so brutal. This is so brutal. We can't even double spell. I guess we can Rescuer and replay Historian, and then we're forced to chump the 11/11, take 5 and hope they don't have like Pump or something. Or we could double chump and then intro. Double chump just doesn't sound right, right? What am I supposed to do here? Inversely, if we just intro the 11/11, Maybe it is just intro the 11-11, go to 2. I think we have to take our medicine here. Hopefully go to 2, right? Hopefully not go to dead. Opponents just had non-stop gas. They really should get that checked out. Maybe they have like a eating disorder or something. So I can exile. I can get rid of 2 creatures and then we're dead. So deck is absurd. Their deck is very, very good. Oh, feeling tired from getting beat up on. Alrighty. The king of 2-1, hopefully. Hopefully we can reign supreme and get our 2-1 here and move on. Move on our way. Gosh, brutal. Alright, so again, I don't think there's much I can change here. So let's cross our fingers. All right, let's go. Round 3. That is a good hand. I can get on board with this hand. I do think it hurt us that first game we had like... Since the creature count is low, we had all those like, you know, those like guiding voices and things that cared about having a creature kind of. But I don't... That's just... Like I said, the draft just felt that way. It's like clearly these colors were open and we just didn't see the right combination of cards that we were hoping for. And, you know, what can we do? What can we do? All right, let's get in. Pass. We can dispute a creature if they play it. Or just dispute our own creature. To kind of cycle. Sciences seems good here. Alright. I guess we'll find out what they have. Nothing yet. Are they really playing Rakdos over there? Because that's a first for me. Not seen... Okay. I see a white-black land, so... White-black splash red? I guess we sciences and get a black source here. This is a really strong start for us. I'm also not sure what the opponent's doing over there. I'm assuming they're going to have a play this turn. If it's just one big creature and we draw a land, though, Rise is just going to kind of be GG for them. Wait. Chooses up to 2 non-land permanents they control and returns them to their owner's hand. Oh, that's terrible. So it's just bounce 2? Okay. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. This card is not worth playing. Just period. Alright, let's take care of that. Nope. Don't need to. I suppose I didn't have to do that because we had Enthusiastic Study, but I kind of liked doing it because I like that I don't have to deal with the ward. But yeah, in retrospect, enthusiastic study I think was the play there. Oh, well, we can do that this turn. We can do that this turn. Okay, guess we're 2 for winning ourselves, which feels kind of bad, but or 1.5 for winning ourselves because we get like a card from our sideboard, so it's not bad. Let's get the Inkling summoning. I mean, they're basically dead here. They have their own combat professor. If that's all they got, they are dead. They're literally dead on board. But why not? Why not give them extra information? Just in case they have something. Alright, well we crushed it. That felt very different than last round. That game. I'm just going to run it back though. You know what? Come to think of it, I'm rushing through these games a bit. I really do think maybe instead of Guiding Voice, I should just be running a Study Break just because it isn't contingent upon us having creatures on the field. And just with the way our deck was, maybe a Study Break was just better. Oh, the shuffler likes to play jokes on me, I think, sometimes. Oh my gosh. I think we just mulligan again. This is hilarious. One. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yikes. Can we win on a mold of 4? Gotta do it for the YouTube. Gotta do it for the YouTube. Can we win on a mold of 4? Oh, that was a really good draw, actually. Wow. Summoning? Do we just want to be able to play a creature here? No, it's gotta be Sciences, right? Here's hoping we can fade a removal spell on the Orator for a turn. Actually, for a while, for as long as possible, if I'm hoping for things. Yep. Looks like they were scammed into having to play red-white as well. Oh, you're gonna get in for 3? Yep. Okay. All right, this was a mold of 4, remember. I really like to make this mold of 4 work. Okay, they had the answer. They had the answer. In for 3, sure. Draw another land. They're gonna chump? Okay. Fine with me. Okay. we're in trouble. Rising a 3/3 feels pretty terrible. But it's better than doing nothing. And we can get a creature from our sideboard. So I don't know if it matters what we pick here. Sure. Do we want a 4/4 or flyer? I think we just want a 4/4. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh my god, I did not think of the mana cost. All right, well, unconventional, but let's do it. Do we get our second red source here? Or do we get Intro to Annihilation? I think we have to get Intro to Annihilation here. Wow. They're playing Killian off the splash as well. Yep. So we go to 6. Not looking good. It's not looking good. Did okay for a mold of 4, I suppose. Yeah, we got our second red. But we can't... Yeah, I mean, we have to do this. And then we still have to deal with the Killian, and they have like 4 more cards than us, so it's not going to take much to end the game here. Yeah, okay, I'll scoop. Alright, Shuffler. Listen to me. You messed with me enough, okay? I think we take out a Guiding Voice and we play a Study Break, and I think the deck should have been built like that to begin with for the reasons I've been mentioning. So let's do that. And let's get that 2-1, because I am the king of 2-1 so far. Oh, man. No creatures, 5 lands. I really don't want a mulligan, but we're not doing anything. I guess Rip Apart is early interaction. And if we find a creature, yeah, it's actually pretty close, but I think I have to mulligan, right? Okay. Okay, I can get on board with this hand. They mulligan as well, which makes me feel a little bit better. Silver Quill Command. Is that what gets bottomed here? I think so, right? Yeah. Or is it the Guiding Voice? No, let's bottom the Guiding Voice. Yeah. I like that. Oh, they mulliganed again. I feel their pain. That's 2 mulligans, so they're on 5. Definitely feel their pain. Alrighty. Drew our 1 swamp. That's pretty good. Okay, spend the turn to do that. Ooh. Okay, we have a spicy turn here with the command. Oh, if they played one creature, I thought maybe. So enthusiastic study, eh? We could make it so the shaman has to block. And then maybe they go for like, I don't know. I like making the shaman block attacking. See what happens here. Summoning, I think, here. Yeah, we might as well. We'll get the other summoning here, I think, now. Yeah. So the scroll wielder is going to finally get to do its thing. I feel like I haven't seen it do its thing. It always just is a removal magnet, which makes sense. It's a good card. But yeah. Curious what they're passing with. Do they just have bad mana? Nice. Nice. Just enthusiastic study every turn. Oh, you exile it. You don't get to forever loop. That would be busted. It would be very busted. Sure, let's sciences. We've drawn a lot of cards from Learn this game. Has felt good. Sure. So they stopped the shenanigans in its tracks here. We've got 6 mana available. Could command and get back the historian. I think we saved the command. So let's just attack and play the 4/4, I think. Oh, you know what? I could have environmental sciences a land and also played the 4/4 there. Would have been much more mana efficient. It's late here. I'm recording this video late because I just launched this channel and I want to make sure that I'm getting content out there regularly. So I was like, gotta get in the chair, gotta record this video, gotta get it done. So here I am. Okay, 4, 7 mana. I'm just trying to see if there's a lethal that I'm... Make sure there's not lethal, I mean. Yeah, I don't think there is. 7, 8, because we can go +3/+3 and a damage and they draw, but that's not going to be lethal. So... although it is a lot of pressure here. And we do have Rise here. I kind of like using the Silver Quill this turn. Flying and return, I think. Yeah. Get in. And sciences. Now if they just play like, you know, one blocker, we basically win. Ah, they got me. They finally got me with that terrible, terrible card. Sure. I think we just won. If they don't have anything. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, I am sure. I don't know. Sure, why not? Alrighty. So, the king of 2-1s reigns supreme. I was debated into a red-white deck yet again. It was clearly open. It was the lane. We got a lot of the pieces we wanted, but we're missing a good amount of the pieces too, just being mainly creatures. Like I think Enthusiastic Study, kind of similar to Kaldheim, you know, where like all the like Runamucks are, you know, can be really powerful. Like, yeah, but you need, you know, you need 2-drops, you need creatures. We were kind of missing a little bit of that part of it. I tried to make up for it with the summonings in our sideboard, and I think the deck was fine. It was pretty good. I'm happy to get a 2-1 with it. The round 2 opponent had an absurdly powerful Sultai deck, so that was tough. All the Serpentine curves with the enormous fractal tokens. It was just a tough matchup for the deck to overcome, but I guess I'm happy with the result of a 2-1. I hope one of these days my draft videos will be a trophy deck. Having fun with Strixhaven. I am hoping that I get to, you know, experiment with other color pairs, but I really appreciate you checking out the video. But yeah, if you like the content, make sure to like and subscribe. And also, I host a podcast. New episodes come out every Monday. You can find the information below. I stream on Twitch Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific. Come check me out there. We have a lot of fun. Would love to have you come hang out, ask me any questions or whatever. Yeah, come check it out. And yeah, till next time, have a great one. Catch you later.